Good morning, students. Welcome back to C++ class. In this class, here I am going to explain you about practical part of selection statements, for which already have sent theory part, how to write if statement and how to write if else and how to write a nested if. That practical part will complete today. Okay, so in order to write a C++ program, here for C++ also we are using a same editor, developer C++, same editor we used in a C programming also. So how to open, how to write that program and how to save that, everything you know already. Just I am explaining a program in a C++. Okay, you open this editor. This is an editor. Now file, new, source file. So here just a minute, here you type the program as include IO stream, next line using namespace std. Next here I am using a main function, void main. Now open the brace. Inside the brace, just simply before going into the decision making statements, actually how the statements will be executed, you see. It is first I will initialize two variables, int a equals to 10 comma b equals to 20. Two variables have initialized. Now I am printing the two variables. Cout is output statement. Now b, two variables I am printing. After this, save the file. So here untitled is there. I am giving a.cpp. It is a C++ program, so you should give a cpp. It should be all files. And I am saving on desktop. Save it. Now we will go to the execute environment, execute menu, execute. We will see is there any error in the program. So it is throwing an error. What are the errors? We will see. Expected nested namespace before namespace. Yes, here is there. Here I have corrected errors. You see, actually this E I have missed, so that is why it threw an error. Next it is a int main function. So this is a preprocessor command and this is a namespace. Just a minute. You are written 0. Now next this is the main function. What is the use of the main function? Your program execution starts from a main function, and these two are nothing but variables. Here if you want, you can give the comment variables. How many variables I have declared? 2. Cout is output statement and cout b is also output statement. Here cout is output statement which is used to print any message or any variable on the output screen. Next it is here I have given int, so here I am giving a return 0. Now file, save, execute, compile. No errors. If there is no error, go for a run. See, 10 and 20. Okay, you can see here 10 and 22 values are printing. Okay, so this is a simple program. And here what happened, I have given two variables. Now after the first variable, the second variable is printing. Okay, so in the what sequence you have written a program, in the same sequence your program will be executed. See here, instead of a I am giving a b. Next I am giving a. We will see output will change or not. Again file, save. I already have saved. Now execute, compile. No errors. Execute, run. Execute, run. See, 20 and 10, you can see the output. 20 and 10, output is changed. Means in which sequence you have written program. Now in the same sequence your program will be executed. But in some cases, if you want to execute any program based on the given condition, means actually in this program only I want to implement some condition. So I want to execute only one variable which is the largest, which is the biggest value, only that variable I want to print. So in that cases, so two variables are not printed, only one variable is printed. Okay. So and how it is possible? Will implement the condition. Okay, selection statements will implement. Now after initializing the variable, I am giving like this. If is a keyword, and as already explained in the theory, if A is greater than B. Okay, A is greater than B. There we used a relational operator. If you have used a relational operator, that expression is called as a relation expression. Now if A is greater than B, then I want to print only A. Okay, I want to print only A. You will come down. Actually I am removing this total output statement, because in the next statement cout A is there. Now after that, here I am saving, I am closing this. See, IO stream namespace std is I am including this std library in your program. Means whatever functions you have now, means I am using function from this library only. Next, here I have initialized two variables, A value is 10, B value is 20. Next I am checking a condition, which one is the biggest value, A is greater than B or not. If it is true, only I am printing A. But if the condition is false, then nothing I have given. We will see if the false, what we will see. So here instead of 20, I will give to first we will execute with this only. Next I will change the input values. Already I have saved. Now execute, compile. We will see error 0, execute, run. Thing is printed, just a minute, we will see what is the error here. So here A value is a 10, okay, B value is 20. So condition is failed because 10 is not greater than 20. If the condition is failed, then what happened? This is a true block, no, that is not executed, because it is simple. If what happened, if the condition is true, only the true block will be executed. If the condition is false, nothing will be executed. So here condition is false, so nothing is printed on the output screen. If you want, you can see the screen here, nothing is printed. Now I am closing this screen. I will change the values. A value I am giving as 100. I am modifying this. Now go to execute, compile. No errors. Execute, run again. You can see the output. 100 is printing because condition is true. In a simple if the condition is true, only the true block will be executed. In the true block, what I have given? In the true block, I have given print A value. That information I have given. So condition is true. So that is why in the true block, whatever you have given, that will be executed. Now we will see the else part. Now till now, only true block I have given. After this, I will give the else part. Means else means what actually here? Condition is false. If the condition is false, I want to print some message or some value. Else here print cout. I want to print B semicolon. Just I will change the font size so that you can see the complete program at a time. Tools, editor option, font. Okay, so now you can see the at least 60% code you can see. Here two variables. If it is a one more construct of if, here what we'll do, we'll write a true block as well as a false block. If condition is true, then what happened? This true block will be executed. If the condition is false, this else block will be executed. Else means what here? Else means a false. Okay, when the given condition is false, when the given example, if the relation expression is false, then what you want to print? That is nothing but the else part. That information will write inside the else part. Here instead of 100 I will give a 10. We'll see. Previously nothing as printed on the output screen. Now we'll see what you will get on the output screen. I am closing the previous screen. I am saving this. Go to execute, compile. Errors 0, execute, run. You can see the output screen. 20 is printing. What is a 20 value here actually? What is a 20 here? 20 is a B value. Okay. So A is greater than B. Condition is false. If the condition is false, what is there in the else part? B value is printing. Example, here instead of a B, I am printing GPRDC. We will see it will print GPRDC or not, we will see. Save it. Execute. Compile. GPRDC, it is a message, no, it should be in double quotes. Save it. Compile. No errors. If it is a message, it should be in double quotes. Remember that point. Now run. What you are getting? GPRDC. So as already explained, in the false block, what you have written, it doesn't matter. Just it will check the condition. Condition is true in the true block, what is there, that will be executed. If the condition is false in the false block, what is there, that will be executed. Okay. So this is your program, example program, which illustrates if else statement. Previously what I have explained, that is a simple if. Now whatever I have explained, that is a if else part. Okay. All of you please take screenshot of this. I will explain next nested if and else if I will explain. Else if ladder I will explain. Now I will write example program which illustrates nested if. Nested if means what actually? We will write one condition inside another condition. So here I am taking one variable that is age I am taking. Actually here I am writing a program to check whether your teenage or your old age. For that purpose I am writing a program int age. So to check that we need a age. So I am taking age as a variable. Next I am taking age value from a user only. Enter age. The user will give the age. I am not fixing a age value here. Next cin age. Just I will execute this code and I will show you how this will be. Cout. So actually what is this code? Part I am explaining instead of explaining a complete code at a time. Here I am taking a age value from a user and I am printing that value. Okay, because cin function I am not a practical part I have not explained. Here I will explain the cin function like a scanf function you have in a C++. No, the same way we will use a cin function in a C++. Now after this code, save your program, go to execute. Here this window is not visible, no? You can say this. Execute, compile. No errors, execute, run. You can see what prompt you are getting. Enter age. Example I am giving 30. Just 30 is printing. So instead of assigning an age value in the program, I am taking age value at runtime. Okay. So now whatever age value the user gives, no, that is stored in a age variable. Now in a age what you have, whatever value the user has entered, no, that value is there in a age variable. Now after this what I am doing is I am checking your teenage or not. If age greater than or equals to 10 and age less than or equals to 18, then what you should print if this condition is true. Again I am writing one more condition. if age greater than or equals to 10, sorry, it should be it's a less than 15, greater than 10 and it should be less than 50. Next here also next age less than or equals to 18 means your age should be less than 50 and it should be means greater than 10. Okay, two conditions should be satisfied. Then because if you want to check your teenage, your age should be less than 50 and less than 80, no, so the two conditions are given, but your age should be greater than 10 in both the conditions. Now if it is true, if both the conditions are true, then what you want to print? I want to print Cout teenage. Your age should be greater than 10 and it should be less than 50 and it should be less than 18, then you are called as a teenager. Okay, that only I have given. Else Cout you are not teenager. Something went wrong here. This is double quotation. Now close this brace and this is for a else part of the second if, and next one more brace for a closing this if. Okay, this if we closed here. Okay, next first if for this if, now I have not given a else part, so for this I am giving an else part here. Else again true block and false. This block I am giving Cout you are more than 50. Else part, and this is for a true block. Okay. So number of if conditions should be satisfied here. This is for else part and that is for a true block. I think one extra has come now. Save it. So here I have given example program which illustrate a nested if. Okay, so you can see here the code. So here we are writing a one if inside another if. So this is called as a outer if and this is called as a inner if. Okay, so in outer what condition I have given? If you want to check whether you are a teenager or not, what should be the first condition? Your age should be greater than 10 and your age should be less than, and it should be less than 50. So this both the conditions should be true. If this is true, then only we will check the inner condition. So this is called as the inner condition. So if it is a nested if the outer condition is true, then only we will go for the inner condition. So if the outer condition is false, we won't check the inner condition. So this is the outer condition, this is the inner condition. In the inner condition, what I have given, your age should be greater than 10 and it should be less or equals to 18, then you are considered as a teenager. So both the conditions should be satisfied. One should be your age should be greater than 10 and less than 50. The second one, your age should be greater than 10 and it should be less than 18. So both the conditions should be satisfied. So if this condition is true, we are checking this one. So if this condition is true, what we are printing? Your age is greater than, what we are printing? You are teenager, else you are not teenager. And this is a true block. This is a true block. Complete. This is a one block. Okay, this is a true block and this is a false block. And this is a closing of this if. So for this if, this is a complete. It is a true block. Now this else is a false block for a outer if. Okay, understood? Now we'll see the output, whether it is running a program successfully or not. We'll go to the execute, compile. We'll see whether there is any error in the program or not. No errors. I will see. We'll give the enter age. So I'm giving age like a 55. I'm giving an age. So if you're giving a 55, what it should print? You are not a teenage. Your age is greater than 55. Like that, it should print. See, 55. You are more than 50. Means you are more than 50 means you are not teenager. Okay. First condition, outer condition itself is false. Now we'll give a age like a 60 like that. We'll see what output you will get. Compile. No errors. Again, I'm executing. Execute, run. Your age, what age I am giving is, see, I am giving a 16. See, whatever you have given, that is printed first. 16 I have given, that is printing. Okay. Now what message you are getting? Your teenage. Okay. So this condition is true because I have given 16. No. So 16 greater than 10 condition is true and 16 less than 15. 50. So this condition is true. If this condition is true, we are coming to the inner condition. In the inner condition also, age is greater than 10. Condition is true. Next, age is less than 18. So this condition also true. So it is an AND operator. It is a bitwise AND. It is a logical AND. If it is a logical AND, means two relation expressions should be true. So if these two are true, then this is executed. So in this, what I have given? Teenage I have given. So if the outer condition is true and inner condition is true, then only we are coming for a true block of this. Okay, this is a nested if. Clear? In a nested if, what we'll do? We'll write one condition inside another condition. If the outer condition is true, then we'll check the inner condition. Okay. So this is about nested if, and else if ladder is there. That we'll discuss in the next class. So today what I have completed? I have completed simple if else, nested if. 3 construct of if condition I have completed. In the next class, we will discuss else if ladder and a switch statement. Thank you.